Hi guys, Soldier of Science. We're on the rite of passage in Ventura Harbor. And as I promised, I'm doing my second video. So part of the reason I am making videos is to provide a quick argument for your belief in a particular God without having for you to sit through an hour of some apologetic atheist debate. In my first video to this channel, I promised I would have a part 2 which would explain how I believe I can disprove a personal deity through math and statistics. Obviously we can't prove a negative, but this is groundbreaking for me because I think a true mathematician could actually come up with a formula that virtually disproves the validity of every personal God. And before I can do this, I have to explain two assumptions which you may or may not agree with. So my first assumption, in my opinion, the word faith has been put on this pedestal. It is just a word that we have given a certain value to, and it happens that we have given it far too much value. Meaning a person of faith is on equal standings as our favorite doctor, our favorite lawyer. Okay, strike that. Our favorite scientist. A person of faith is equivalent to saying, hey, this guy is on moral standings. And we admire this faith quality and hold it to high esteem. But in reality, a leader of a congregation in any religion is just a woman or a man, mostly a man, who went to school for many years to study one religious book for many years. They didn't pass the MCAT or the LSAT. No, they read one ancient book for many years. And then, since this person chose that career path, makes a living off that career path, leading their local congregation, well, it makes it that much difficult for them to break out and truly be able to speak the truth. And I must admit here, it makes me think that many preachers, especially in the United States, know this fact and are just being charlatans to sustain their way of living. Also, using faith to reach your truth can apply to any person of any religion for their spiritual reasoning to reach their truth of their belief. And if every person of every different religion can use faith to get to truth, is faith truly one of the best attributes? So what is my second assumption? Countries such as the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, and many other also value tolerance of someone else's belief to the point that they put it on the same pedestal as faith. This creates a situation where we are afraid to criticize someone else's belief. So if we can agree on these two positions I think we are off to a great ideological conversation. If not, please tell me in the comments below why you don't agree. So let's get to the math, the reality of this situation. If in 200,000 years that humans have been alive, we have created 2,500 gods. This is according to Micah Hell Jordan's Encyclopedia of Gods, over 2,500 deities of the world. And we also agreed that believers in those different gods all have the same merit in determining their gods, whether they're right or wrong. That would mean you have a 1 in 2,500 chance that your God is the right God. Think about that. 1 in 2,500. And I'm also certain that most of us would agree that our belief is about 90% based on where we were born, to whom we were born, and at what time in history we were born. And I don't know this for a fact, but I am assuming maybe 10% of believers actually migrate to another religion. And from my observation, when they do, it's usually another similar religion. These aren't factual numbers, I will say right here. And this is where true statisticians could weigh into this argument. It's very rare to see someone going from the Abrahamic religion to Buddhism, for example. So I know you're afraid, but let's do the math. If it is true that humans evolving over 200,000 years have created at least 2,500 gods, that would be 1 in 2,500 chance that your God is the right one. And as I suggested prior, your belief in that right God is probably, I say probably because I haven't researched the data, 90% based on where you were born, the time in history you were born, and to whom you were born to. Again, this number would have to be researched to see the total number of believers for each particular religion versus the numbers of people who have changed religions. And I'm certain this could be researched and calculated. We could again give a mathematical formula for that. So 90% times LTP equals G over 2500. That's the Burroughs equation. L is for location, T for time and history, P for the parents who taught you your belief system, and G is for the God you believe in. If we did an honest scientific poll of how these three factors affect your belief, I'm certain you would agree with my hypothesis. So let's use this formula to give you an example. This is the Burroughs equation. You have a 1 in 2,500 chance that your God is right, but you were born in China, L, T, 500 years ago, that's the time, and parents from China. So that's 90% born in China in 1517 AD to Chinese Buddhist parents equals your God over 2,500. What would your belief system be? It wouldn't be Christian, I can tell you that, for sure. Let's do another one. You were born in Utah today, in 2017, and your parents are American Mormons. So that's 90% times born in Utah in 2017 to American Mormon parents equals the God you believe in over the 2,500 gods. So I'm certain this is statistics, damn I can't say that, would say that you are a Mormon growing up, but the percentage would not be 99% like the previous example, so probably 98%. And all of these variables can be logically figured out through statistics. And we could also figure out the rejection rate. So the rejection rate is how many gods humans have already determined to be myth and not actual gods. And this variable alone would show that man has believed in and then rejected far more gods than the ones that we believe in today. And is it just coincidence that whatever time that happens to be, the current God is the right one? So what do these statistics say about the truth of your particular belief? It says that any religious explanation for the things that we cannot yet answer are more unlikely than winning the lottery, based purely on math and statistics. I can't say the word. It says that to believe that you were lucky enough to be born in the right place, to the right parents, at the right time in history, to believe in the right God is highly unlikely and merely a program that you were taught, most likely from birth, and therefore statistically improbable. Does that mean that the math and statistics say that you should outright discount your particular belief in a personal God? Yes, it does. So I know you're saying, Soldier of Science, my religion is also my community. It is my second family, and I'm super passionate about God. And it is one of the things that makes me important in this thing we call life. And I could never discount this, and I recognize that our religious family is in fact family, and it prevents many people from seeing the truth regardless of the truth. Many people gain comfort by just belonging to a club of like-minded individuals. But that does not make your personal truth, well, true. So I absolutely understand this, and most of us are just living on the ideas that give us meaning and comfort in this life. I'm just asking if your meaning and reasoning for your belief system are logical ways of getting to the truth. And I think I've just shown that when it comes to your specific personal God, math and statistics show that those reasons are not good reasons. And it can be hard to leave a community of churchgoers who you have known and spent time with, and you shouldn't do that if those friends bring you joy and comfort. Look at this as a way to help inspire those same friends to question if they are believing in something that is just not true. And thank you for your time, and good luck in your journey towards enlightenment. Please like and subscribe. Love you guys all. Feel free to comment in the sections below if you disagree with me or agree with me. Thank you.